$1.2 trillion. That's how much regular people, not governments, not corporations, currently owe on credit cards. And the part that should make you stop and think, most of them didn't intend for it to happen. They didn't wake up one day and decide to go into debt. It crept in quietly, one swipe at a time. So today, we're going to look at exactly how that happens, step by step, so you can see it before it happens to you. It usually starts the same way for most people. You get your first credit card. The limit is small, maybe $500, maybe $1,000. It feels manageable. It feels like free money, honestly. And for a while, it is fine. You buy something, you pay it back, no problem. But then one month, something comes up. Maybe it's a bill you weren't expecting. Maybe you just ran a little short. So instead of paying the full balance, you pay the minimum. The minimum payment. That's where it starts to get interesting. Here's what most people don't read in the fine print. Let's say you have a $1,000 balance on a card charging 21% interest, which by the way is around the average rate right now. If you only pay the minimum each month, usually around 2% of your balance, that $1,000 doesn't quietly disappear. It takes you roughly 5 years to pay off, and by the end, you've paid nearly $1,600 in total. You borrowed $1,000, you paid back $1,600. That extra $600 didn't buy you anything. It just bought the bank some time. So now you understand the minimum payment trap, but how does someone go from a $1,000 balance to $10,000 to $20,000? This is where life gets involved, because nobody plans for the unexpected. A medical bill, a car repair, a few months of reduced income, a relationship ending, and suddenly one person is covering rent that used to be split 2 ways. When something like that hits, the credit card becomes the safety net. And that's not always wrong. Sometimes it's the only option available. But here's what happens mathematically. Let's say that $1,000 balance becomes $5,000 because of a rough few months. You're still only paying the minimum because that's all you can afford right now. At 21% interest, that $5,000 balance generates about $87 in interest every single month. If your minimum payment is $100, you're barely keeping up. And if anything else goes wrong, the balance grows again. This is called compounding interest, and it works beautifully when it's working for you in a savings account. But when it's working against you on a credit card, it's one of the most powerful financial forces most people never get taught about in school. The balance grows, the minimum payment grows with it, and suddenly you're paying a significant amount every month and feeling like you're going nowhere. Here's the thing I want you to take away from this section. Getting into credit card debt is not a sign that someone is bad with money. It's a sign that the system is very well designed, just not in your favor. Think about how credit cards are built. The application process is easy and fast. The rewards programs, cash back, points, air miles make spending feel like winning. One-click payments and saved card details remove every moment of friction that might make you pause before buying. And the minimum payment system, which sounds helpful, like they're giving you flexibility, is actually what keeps balances alive for years. None of this is accidental. Credit card companies make money when you carry a balance. The longer you carry it, the more they earn. The product is designed around that reality. That doesn't mean credit cards are evil. Used carefully, they offer real benefits, but understanding the design helps you use them on your terms rather than theirs. So what can you actually do with this? 3 simple things. First, know your interest rate, not approximately, exactly. Log in right now and find the number. Most people have no idea what they're actually being charged. Second, always try to pay more than the minimum. Even a small amount extra each month makes a significant difference over time. The minimum payment is the slowest, most expensive way to get out of debt.
Third, if you're already carrying a balance, look into whether you qualify for a balance transfer card with a lower rate or a 0% introductory period. Moving the same debt to a lower rate gives you breathing room. None of these are magic, but all three of them put you back in the driver's seat. $1.2 trillion is a system-level problem, but your slice of it is personal, and that means it's also solvable. I'm Stickman. I'll see you in the next one.